Good morning and welcome back. We're gonna try to go do some spraying today. That's a fun development. Water line blew open. So started out the morning, fixed a couple little things on my sprayer. There's a sight tube in the front. You can see how full your sprayer's getting or how empty it's getting. But there's a little port in the bottom that screws into the tank. It's like a locking thing that locks from the inside, and that's leaking. The gasket's rotted right off of it. So I silicone that all and hopefully it'll hold. Sorted some cattle. But now where I'm spraying, I'm not going to be able to get it in one tank. So I'm bringing a hose and my chemical over there because I don't have a tender truck or trailer. Doesn't make sense for 100 acres. But so I'm going to bring a hose over there. There's a spigot at the farm I'm at. And then I've got a couple boxes of chemical. So I'm going to run that over there. So there's the field. Corn is up. It's pretty weedy as you can see, so that's why we're gonna come out here and spray. Definitely need some spray, especially in this sandy section. Dropped off some chemicals. 7.5 gallons of glyphosate. Actually 8.5 gallons of glyphosate, 5 gallons of Acuron. Now we'll go back home and fill up the sprayer and begin the migration over here. If I fill my sprayer up to the very brim, I should be able to get this field with 2 fills. 60 acres. I got a 500-gallon tank. It's roughly 35 acres a tank. So it actually doesn't appear all the corn's up. Could definitely use a shot of rain. It's been 5 or 6 days, but we haven't had any rain. This ground's dry in the front. So could definitely use a small shot of rain that would help this corn come. Well, it isn't ideal spraying weather. The forecast was calling for 5 to 9 mile an hour winds. These are definitely over 10 mile an hour winds. But we're out here now. The spraying has to get done. So we gotta make a go of it. So, through about the first, 15 acres, things are going pretty well. Except for one little problem. You see how that sprayer boom is kind of like, nyeh, on this side's pretty good, this side's nyeh. So if you go back a few videos, I rebuilt this sprayer. The arms were all bent. So I cut all the arms off, rebuilt new arms. One thing I didn't notice though when I built this left side, I made the angle just slightly too steep, as well as, I'll show you, there's supposed to be a block of steel, a small block about that long, so this arm would stick up more straight out instead of that close to the ground, kind of like that arm does. That's too steep, but the big problem is that. So before post-emerge, that's going to be on the fix-it list. So the number one issue I have with this thing is I've had to get out like 4 times to talk on the phone because that tractor is so loud inside. There's no way I can't hear my phone. I just check my phone about every 10 minutes, and if someone calls, I hop out, walk about 50 foot away, and answer the phone. Let's get this spraying done. So we're back here, tank's empty. Filling out of the garden hose. Got my herbicides. It was gonna take a minute though, not a ton of water pressure. So what I'm spraying here is, got Roundup Power Max. That's just standard Buccaneer Plus, which is, they're just glyphosates. That's like a generic glyphosate. That's also just glyphosate that I just threw in, washed a jug out and threw it in there. But then we got Acuron. So I'm putting on about 22 ounces an acre of Roundup, and then 18 ounces an acre of Acuron. Acuron does have some glyphosate in it, so I backed up my rate a little bit on the Roundup. So that Acuron has a little bit of residual in it, so that means when it rains, it kind of sticks in the soil a little bit, and anything that sprouts within a couple weeks of spraying it will die. It's a pricey chemical, it's restricted use, you gotta be careful with it. That's it, pretty simple mix. Added all my chemical, sprayer's agitators on. Now I just gotta wait for it to fill up. This will probably be a 15-20 minute wait. The big sprayers load with a 2 or 3 inch hose. I don't have anything to load with a 2 or 3 inch hose, and this sprayer doesn't even have the hookup to be able to take it. So garden hose it is, not a big deal. Oh well. Got a little time to explore. This is the old cattle barn that was built on this property. The side of it says 1910. Rough sawn, not even rough sawn, just flattened out trees. They obviously added concrete to it later. But yeah, they're tearing this thing down. It's unusable, but new owners don't want it. Kind of sad to see a big old girl go, but what do you do? As I've said in a previous video, I'm losing this farm next year. Owner sold it, and the guy who bought it wants to farm the ground, and he's trying to preserve it. He lives across the street. He's got a big house overlooking it. Doesn't want to turn the houses, so just glad he's not developing it. But wish I could farm it next year, but can't control what you don't own. It's a nice property. Got a ranch house here. There's actually an indoor pool over there in this building. Some old barns, little shop, and a little drive-through building. And then there's that's about 140 acres in here. Obviously most of it isn't tillable, only about, I think it's like 80 acres of it's tillable. I'm only farming 60 of it. There's another 4 or 5 that with some work you could farm. Then there's like 15 acres on the other side of this gully. So yeah, wish I could farm it all. Wish I could keep farming it, but gotta let go. That needs to be fixed. It's really starting to piss me off. This field has a lot of undulations in it, and that thing just keeps hitting and bouncing, and the breakaway keeps, I'm sick of it. Only got like 7 more acres in here and we're done, so thank goodness. 60 acres all wrapped up. The wind keeps getting worse. It was supposed to get slow down as the day progressed, and it's only gotten worse, so that's cool. So I've got 1 more field to spray, and that'll be it for pre-emerge. Unfortunately, I think the last field I got to spray is actually up about that far, but it doesn't matter. The chemicals I'm using is good till the corn's about 10 inches, 8 inches, something like that. So I don't know if we're gonna do that tonight or if I'll do that tomorrow. It's all gonna see how I feel. Gotta go home and do chores, and then we'll see how I feel after chores. All right, we're back home. Throwing a little more chemical and a little more water in the sprayer, and we got 8 acres left to spray. And then we're done with pre-emerge. We're out here at my small field to do pre-emerge. This was planted 1 week ago. 1 week ago tonight. Yeah, corn's getting away from me, but that's okay. This is the last field. I should have done this one early this morning, but oh well. We'll get unfolded and get going. This is my smallest field. Hopefully you can hear me. Last year it was all that too, but the owner decided he wanted some land for deer hunting. But there's only 8 acres here, but it'll be good silage corn. Our farm's only 2 miles that way, so this will go to the cows. And that's it. It's kind of an annoying 8 acres. There's a lot of running around, so I didn't video any of it. Wife's ripping out all the gold gravel. We're gonna plant grass on here. That's another night. Well guys, that's done spraying for a few weeks, probably a month. So we're gonna wash this guy out. I'm gonna enjoy a bush apple. And if you guys enjoyed the video, come back for more. Please like and subscribe.